Good afternoon. I know it's a sunny afternoon out there. You all had lunch. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. So much better. I'm Naganathan, President of the Oregon Institute of Technology. It's my pleasure to welcome all of you to one of our favorite annual celebrations, the commencement of our graduates, and this year's honoring of the class of 2018. Let's start the celebrations with a round of thunderous applause for all of our graduates. At this time, I request all of us to remain standing and join us in opening our ceremonies by singing America the Beautiful. It's going to be led by members of students, staff, and faculty.
Oh, beautiful for spacious skies, for amber waves of grain, for purple mountains, majesties above the fruited plains. America, America, God shed His grace on thee, and crown thy good with brotherhood from sea to shining sea. Oh, beautiful for patriotry that sees beyond the years. Thine now the pastor cities gleam, undimmed by human dreams. America, America, God shed His grace on thee, and crown thy good with brotherhood from sea to shining sea.
Please be seated. Good afternoon again, everyone. Members of the Oregon Tech graduating class, Trustee Jessica Gomez, keynote speaker Jenny Lang, faculty, staff, distinguished guests, current students, parents, and friends, a very good afternoon to you. Thank you for joining us here on this very special day. I would like to begin the ceremony by recognizing two special groups of guests and honorees amongst us today. I want to recognize and honor Oregon Tech's graduates who are veterans, as well as those in the audience today who have served in the armed forces. Thank you for all that you have done for us and all that you bring to our communities and to the workplace. I am also pleased to greet Oregon Tech's alumni who are here with us today. Thank you for continuing to engage with and support Oregon Tech. You are not only a connection to the past, you are a foundational building block for our future success. During the commencement, we get to celebrate the presence of a very special group of alumni who we call Golden Owls, who graduated at least 40 years ago. We had several of them yesterday in Klamath Falls in our ceremony. We have a couple of them with us today. I'm going to recognize a special golden owl, Mr. Arnie Chase, who made it very a point to join us here. So please join me in recognizing him. Thank you, Arnie. And also I know we have Mr. and Mrs. Curtis Langer. He graduated in 1960X, 63. And he's also here. You won't guess that age when you see him. So thank you for being here today. And now to our graduates. As I was thinking about all of you and what you are taking with you from Oregon Tech, what struck me most strongly was one word: distinctive. There is now a distinctiveness about you that others will notice, and in fact are already noticing. Besides some very strong education and skills from your degree field, you carry with you some distinctive qualities that make you a rarity in the job market. And rare, by definition, is generally more valuable, more sought after, because it is in demand while also being very limited in number. Yes, during your time at Oregon Tech, you have gained a unique and valuable asset that you now own. Through the professional experiences you have had during your time here, you are already wired into the world of work, knowing the expectations of your career field well before you graduate. While other recent grads are training and learning on the job, you are already a seasoned and savvy professional. That produces unprecedented market and salary performance for those with an Oregon Tech degree. While you may be too modest or otherwise too focused on your work to announce yourself as being distinctive and the distinctive professional you are, it is something that you do need to recognize and not hesitate to share. Not for ego reasons, but because it will enable you to fully make your mark in your field of choice. Please know, as I often like to say, you deserve to walk with that quiet swagger. A swagger of confidence, not arrogance. And how is this distinctiveness realized in the real world? Oregon Tech has recorded a 97% success rate of our graduates being either employed or going back to graduate school within 6 months of getting their degree from Oregon Tech. And they command a high average annual salary of $58,000 an average across all disciplines. Obviously, many of our graduates do even better. That's a return on investment that ranks #1 in the state of Oregon among all colleges and universities. As a matter of fact, yesterday I happened to meet by chance the majority leader in the Oregon House, and he had that statistic down. He told me that, so that is remarkable. Lately, my colleagues have heard me say quite frequently that Oregon Tech is Industries University. What exactly do we mean by this, and why is it of value to you, our graduates? First of all, I'm using the word industry not just in an engineering technology sense, but also in any way associating with organizations that our graduates are pursuing their careers with. The term Industries University truly describes who we are and how our connection to industry benefits your career preparation and its pathway forward. We are not only Oregon Institute of Technology, I am proud to say we are Oregons with an apostrophe S Institute of Technology, a polytechnic that has given you a high value set of skills and educational experiences and a value that is clearly seen by our industrial partners. The employers know that you bring a package of professional skills and maturity not always seen in all graduates. It is not just a tight, high-quality skill set in an in-demand field. It is that value-added professional presence, that distinctiveness I mentioned earlier. As a university, we are determined to break down the caste system in technical education and redefine the purpose and mission of a polytechnic university in the 21st century. We want every industry to know and declare that we are their university. And who are these industries hiring Oregon Tech graduates at these high rates and high salaries? Let me read just a few of the top 12 companies in which Oregon Tech alumni are currently employed. I have a feeling you'll be impressed. The list spans the who's who in the industrial world, Boeing to Intel to Gelman to Hewlett-Packard to Providence and Skylakes to OHSU to Microsoft and Nike. These are only some of them. Now at Oregon Tech, we may not have a football team, but these 12 companies are our superpower Pac-12 team. So let's give them a round of applause for recognizing. And there are many other organizations, from nonprofits to startups to Silicon Forest companies, who hire our graduates so they can bring inventive, committed, and distinctive professionals into their industries to help drive innovation. So to all of the parents and family members here today, and our industry members in attendance, we want to underline how much your investment in Oregon Tech students has driven these high levels of success. None of us would be here without your trust in our ability to serve these students well, and your trust in these students who sit here before you today and have dedicated several years of their lives to reach higher and farther than even they thought. Graduates, as you transition from students to alumni today, you can also be proud now and in the future of Oregon Tech's rising profile. We are a university on the move with a quickly growing reputation that is bringing new assets and opportunities to bear on our programs. We are building an innovation ecosystem at Oregon Tech, and every one of you, every graduate earning your degree today, is part of creating this. Your minds, your hearts, your passion, your creativity, your dreams, your fears, your questions, and your authenticity have all contributed to who we are now and how we will continue to develop in the future. The degree you accept today is more than its physical embodiment. The degree you earn today is already within you. It's in your bloodstream and captivating your mind. Now it's time to use it, cherish it, change and innovate organizations with it, and bring others along with it. We are counting on you to do just that, and know that you will be successful. And also know that you are part of us forever now, a member of the Oregon Tech family. Remember us as we will always remember you. Thank you, graduates, and congratulations on your accomplishments. I'm now pleased to recognize the individuals with me on the platform today. You will also be hearing from some of them during the ceremony. As I call their name, I request them to rise and remain standing. Please hold your applause until all 8 of them, all of them have been introduced. First, Ms. Jenny Lang, Interim President and CEO of Oregon Business and Industry, and our keynote speaker. Ms. Jessica Gomez, Oregon Tech Board of Trustees, and very importantly, one of my 14 bosses. Mr. Roger Patteson, Oregon Tech Alumni Advisory Board Vice President. Dr. Gary Kuleck, Provost and Vice President for Academic Affairs. Dr. Erin Foley, Vice President for Student Affairs and Dean of Students. Professor Brian Moravec, Associate Dean, School of Engineering, Technology and Management. Dr. Claudia Torres Garibay, Chair of Electrical Engineering and Renewable Energy Engineering. Please join me in recognizing them. Please be seated. I would now like to recognize those who are an integral part of Oregon Tech and who have been influential in our graduates' lives for the past several years. These individuals bring a current innovative technology and passion for student learning to their teaching. I request all of our Oregon Tech faculty that are here today, including full-time, part-time, and adjuncts, as well as program directors, to please rise and be recognized. Oregon Tech faculty. Thank you. Please be seated. Our staff do a wonderful job every day. They deeply care about our students, and I know from my experience, special events like these don't happen just by wanting them. It's because of the dedication. So will all of our Oregon Tech staff that are here today please rise and be recognized? Oregon Tech staff. Thank you. Please be seated. This is our 6th graduation of our Portland Metro Campus graduates right here in Wilsonville, and we are so pleased to be honoring our many graduates. The number of students graduating from Oregon Tech Portland Metro Campus for this particular year is 229. Of these, 70 graduates received degrees in the Emergency Medical Technology Paramedic Program as well as the Medical Lab Science programs, and they participated in separate ceremonies earlier this year. So please join me in again thanking all of these graduates and attention. It's now my pleasure to welcome my boss, Trustee Jessica Gomez, who brings you greetings from the Oregon Tech Board of Trustees. Ms. Gomez is the founder, president, and chief executive officer of Rogue Valley Micro Devices, the first microelectronics manufacturing company in Southern Oregon. Ms. Gomez began her technical career at Standard Microsystems in New York as a wafer fabrication operator in the mid-1990s. In 2001, she relocated to Southern California to join Integrated Micro Machines Inc., a telecommunications hardware startup. While there, she developed a love for entrepreneurship in the technology domain. So in 2003, Ms. Gomez relocated to Southern Oregon and founded Rogue Valley Micro Devices Inc. Ms. Gomez is a member of the Medford Rotary Club. She is a founding member of the Sustainable Valley Technology Group and serves as the organization's board president. She also chairs the Rogue Workforce Development Council in Southern Oregon and was recently appointed to the Oregon Workforce Investment Board and is a member of the STEM Investment Council. She serves on the board's Finance and Facilities Committee at Oregon Tech. Ms. Gomez is also one of the original members of Oregon Tech's founding Board of Trustees, having served on the board since 2014. On a personal note, I have come to know and admire Trustee Gomez during the last year and have truly enjoyed working closely with her. I know very well how much she cares for Oregon Tech, what Oregon Tech stands for, and the difference Oregon Tech makes in our students' lives. She is a super mom with 2 very young children and does it all. And just to add to this great sense of responsibilities, I'm very proud to add she is also going to be a candidate in the general election for the District 3 Oregon Senate. So please join me in welcoming Trustee Jessica Gomez.
Wow, thank you so much. We have a beautiful crowd here today and a beautiful day. Thank you for this opportunity to speak to our graduates today. President Naganathan, distinguished honorees, members of the faculty, graduates, parents, families, and friends, I'm pleased to bring you greetings on behalf of Oregon Tech's Board of Trustees. It is an honor to celebrate this commencement here with you today, the class of 2018. You will hear many speeches today wishing you good luck and asking you to go forth and excel in everything that you do. My speech will be very short and ask just one thing. Remember us. By us, I mean the communities of Oregon, which had nurtured many of you since birth. Some of you for just a short time, 4, 5, 6 years during your time here at Oregon Tech. Remember us as you look in the mirror and see the values and intellect this institution and this region have helped to instill in you. Remember us as you advance along your career path, as you build a future of your own and invest in the futures of others in your family and in your community. Remember us as you complete or repeat the rites of passage as part of our adult reality, like paying your taxes, finally paying off all those student loans, wondering how you'll pay for your own kids or grandkids' graduation or college education, and stewing about whether there really will be Social Security around when you need it. Remember us. Why? Because you have been the recipients of others' goodwill, of their time, of their concern, of their intellect, of their money, and of their patience, so that you could be one of the few in this state who make it to their university graduation. Remember us means remembering where you came from and understanding the responsibility to give back to your families, your communities, and those special people and institutions that have made a positive impact on your life. We need you. Oregon needs you. I know that all of you can't stay here to work and live, even if you may want to. But for those of you who can, your contributions are what will take us into either a brighter future or a future that is lacking what you love most about being here. There is no they when it comes to pointing the finger and saying they need to improve the way things are in Oregon. We are they. Oregon is us. Each and every one of us. If we want Oregon to be better, this community to be better, able to nurture our future generations, then each of us has a responsibility to do what we can. Pointing fingers doesn't work. It's an ineffective and mute gesture. Instead, point your intellect, point your passion, point your skills and expertise towards Oregon, and make your mark here. We need you, and we are counting on you. So remember us, as we will remember you on this day, proudly going forward to make our state and our world a little better than it was before you graced this fond place, your Oregon Tech. I'll leave you with this last quote by Joyce Mills from Between Heaven and Earth, The Purpose of Our Soul. There are two kinds of people in the world, the givers and the takers. The difference between the two is that the takers eat well and the givers sleep well at night. Congratulations, class of 2018, and good luck to each of you.
Thank you, Trustee Gomez, for those remarks and for your dedication and service to Oregon Tech. We so appreciate you driving up all the way this morning from Medford to be part of this special occasion for all of us. It's now my pleasure to introduce Roger Patteson, an Oregon Tech alumnus who graduated from our university in 1991 with a baccalaureate degree in electronics engineering technology. He has also recently stepped up to serve as the Vice President for the Oregon Tech Alumni Advisory Board starting this July. Welcome, Roger, and thank you for bringing greetings from the Alumni Association.
Thank you, Dr. Nagi. Esteemed faculty and staff, family and friends, and the graduating class of 2018, good afternoon and happy Father's Day from all of those. Oregon Tech class of 2018, let me be the first to welcome you to the fraternity of the Alumni Association. On behalf of the Oregon Tech Alumni Association Board, we offer our congratulations and welcome you into this association of over 21,000 strong. I encourage you to participate in all the fun activities of the Alumni Association and those where you can give back. Don't wait 10 years to get involved like I did. One of my favorite ways of giving back to the Alumni Association was last year at the Wilsonville campus here. I came and was a part of a board of experienced engineer degree graduates, and we spoke about how we've navigated our careers and how we got started into the workforce, and I believe that it really impacted and gave some good experience, or gave good advice to the students, and we really helped them out. So that was really rewarding for me. And it was an easy thing to do, so a way to give back. I'm honored here to be here today and to share some thoughts, and I realize I'm between you and the start of many celebrations on this beautiful, warm Father's Day. So I'll follow what I learned as a young ROTC cadet the 3 B's: be brief, be bright, and be gone. They served me well in my military time and actually in my 24 years at Intel. I was thinking about what I wanted to share with you over the last couple of weeks. It's been a very busy couple of weeks for me, and what I ended up deciding on after much trouble was I thought I'd go back and speak to myself 27 years ago. If I could go back in time and talk about some of the little nuggets of advice that I had that I've gained over this last 27 years since graduating. And I thought I would share a few of those with you. These are some things that I've learned. So don't be afraid of making mistakes and own your mistakes. I've made many mistakes, and that's how you learn and how you grow and how you really stretch yourself is by making mistakes, and it makes you stronger as a person. But learn from them and don't make them again. That's the key thing. Be resilient. Have excellent interpersonal communication skills. It's really critical. I've worked with many thousands of engineers at Intel over the last 24 years, and all the ones that have been successful, that have moved up or moved on, all have had good communication skills. The majority of them had, and interpersonal skills. So that's a key thing. Here's one, love what you do and be happy. Happiness is key. All positions have their ups and downs and rough times in life, but be in a position that you love and that challenges you to grow. Don't become stagnant. Here's a quote from Steve Jobs from his famous 2005 Stanford commencement speech. I'm convinced that the only thing that kept me going was that I love what I did. You've got to find what you love, and that is as true for your work as it is for your lovers. Your work is going to fill a large part of your life, and the only way to truly be satisfied is to do what you believe is great work. And the only way to do great work is to love what you do. If you haven't found it yet, keep looking, don't settle. That's a great quote. And that was a really great speech that he gave back then. A very important motto that I've learned in my time at Intel, and sometimes learned it the hard way, is I work to live, I don't live to work. Work-life balance is such an important thing. Companies can swallow you up and they'll keep taking more and more time, so make sure you have that good work-life balance, because that will keep you from getting burned out and will keep you energized. Start saving at least 10% of your income or more for retirement right away. Don't wait. Don't make this mistake. No matter how much you make, stick it away. Maximize any benefits from your company, like stock participation, 401k matches, and you'll thank yourself when you hit your 50s, as you're going to be in a good position for retirement sooner than your peers. And that gives you so much freedom later in life to do what you can still follow what you love to do when you're not stressing about retirement. And give back. We are all so very lucky to live in this country, and we're blessed as compared to many others in the country or this world, so give back. Look for ways to help out others and give back with your time and money. Everyone can make a difference, no matter how big or small. Everyone can make a difference, and you can make a difference. It's surprising how many people have not learned these lessons, I've found. And it's shocking how fast time flies. I feel like I was just back in your shoes 27 years ago. My hope for you is that you take a few of these nuggets of advice. Many of them you probably know, and some of them you've heard from others, and make them a part of your life. I also hope that you maintain meaningful connections to the people, the relationships, the feelings and experiences and memories created here at Oregon Tech like I did. It was the best 8 years of my life. Just kidding. It was only 5 years for me. So on behalf of the Alumni Association, congratulations and best wishes for a bright future. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Roger, for those wise remarks and for your service to our Alumni Association. It's now my honor and pleasure to introduce our keynote speaker, Ms. Jenny Lang. Jenny is Interim President and CEO of Oregon Business and Industry. His abbreviation is OBI, bringing more than 30 years of public policy experience to her role there. OBI is Oregon's largest and most influential comprehensive business association. Formed by the recent merger between Associated Oregon Industries, AOI, and the Oregon Business Association, OBA. As CEO, Jenny leads OBI, which is a nonpartisan organization, in advocating for a strong economy and a healthy, prosperous, and competitive Oregon. Some of the areas which intersect with Oregon Tech's focus are economic development, education, energy, environment, natural resources, and obviously the Manufacturing Council. Jenny is also a product of Oregon Public Higher Education, having earned her MBA from the University of Oregon. She also earned her MLS and baccalaureate degrees from the University of Washington. Originally from Spokane, Jenny has lived in Oregon since 1973. Her love for Oregon and appreciation for the importance of job-creating businesses in maintaining state quality of life has led her to be selected to serve in her current role in this very important organization. On a personal note, I've gotten to know Jenny over the last 15 months of my tenure in Oregon. As our Vice President, Dr. Foley, would like to remind me periodically, I am now a sophomore. I have survived my freshman year. That's what she keeps telling me. Last year, Jenny helped our fledgling, relatively new Oregon Council of Presidents. As many of you know, Oregon used to have a state system of higher education, whereas it kind of separated into separate universities about 3-4 years ago. So we are trying to now function as independent universities, and I was always impressed by her skillful navigation of the tough issues that involve diverse views from the 7 presidents sitting there representing the 7 public universities with different missions in the state of Oregon. I'm delighted she accepted my invitation to be with us today. Please join me in welcoming Ms. Jenny Lang.
Thank you, Dr. Naganathan. Distinguished guests, faculty, staff, family members, friends, alumni, and most especially the graduates of 2018. Thank you for inviting me to spend this special day with you. It is an honor to address you this afternoon. Parents, grandparents, partners, children, and friends of the graduates, it is because of your support, sacrifice, and encouragement that your graduate is here today. Thank you. This is your success to celebrate as well. And to all the fathers out there, a very happy Father's Day. And to the graduates, congratulations, class of 2018. As Dr. Seuss titled his classic, "Oh, the Places You'll Go." The degree you will receive today is in demand. Every year, as Dr. Nagi mentioned, Oregon companies who are also members of Oregon Business and Industry, like Nike, Kaiser Permanente, Intel, and Providence Health, compete for graduates of Oregon Tech. The rigorous and practical education you receive at Oregon Tech will serve you well. Good work habits, the ability to connect the dots, embracing risk, and learning from failure. Previous graduates of Oregon Tech have gone on to start their own companies, invent amazing products, and design elegant solutions to their community's most vexing problems. Now it's your turn to progress through this series of transitions, adapting to change and preparing to seize opportunities. Oregon Business and Industry, OBI for short, is also in transition. It was launched July 1st, 2017, combining the strengths of 2 separate statewide organizations. Our 1,700 members, about a third of which are manufacturers, participate with other businesses and employers to grow Oregon's economy, create quality jobs for our citizens, and maintain thriving and healthy communities. OBI eagerly joins with Oregon Tech and the other public universities in advocacy efforts at the Legislative Assembly in pursuit of not just adequate, but a much greater share of state funding support for students, for research priorities, and for the capital dollars necessary to provide first-rate infrastructure, labs, and teaching and learning facilities. OBI members, including Daimler Trucks, Blount International, and Boeing, are fully engaged with Oregon Tech in the Oregon Manufacturing Innovation Center in Scappoose, and we anticipate developing other opportunities there. I look forward to new OBI Oregon Tech opportunities for students to explore business and industry sectors through hands-on experiential learning, discussion roundtables with entrepreneurs and seasoned executives, and other ways we can challenge and encourage Oregon's next generation of business leaders. But today is about you. A majority of you graduating here today are non-traditional students. This simply means you did not enroll at Oregon Tech immediately upon graduation from high school. It means you already know a lot about life, working through transition, adapting to change, and creating or seizing opportunity. My dad was like a lot of you during his formative years, non-traditional. The youngest of 10 children, he grew up on a farm in the Palouse country in southeast Washington. His parents were immigrants with little formal education, but willing to take risks, work hard, and make their way. As the runt of the litter, Dad knew opportunities on the farm weren't promising, and he was ready to move on anyway. Supported along the way by talented and resourceful high school teachers and encouraged by his parents, he set his sights high, worked every job he could find, and saved to go on to college, the first in his family to do so. Dad pursued a degree in pharmaceutical chemistry at Washington State College in Pullman. Our country was in the throes of the Great Depression, and his pursuit of that degree took a little extra time, but he persevered and graduated in 1932. He worked as a pharmacist in small-town Eastern Washington drugstores for several years, saved his money, fell in love and married my mom. They bought the Broadway Pharmacy in Spokane in 1940. He had aimed high and achieved his dream. Healthcare professional, entrepreneur, small business owner. My dad was the guy who owned the corner drugstore, the one with the soda fountain and the always fresh cup of coffee. But he was also an engaged citizen, respected member of the local business community, avid Cougar fan, and for him, most importantly, husband and father. My sister and brothers and I learned a lot about being a business owner. Owning a business is 24/7. You're not only the CEO or pharmacist in chief, but the one who sweeps out the front of the store each morning, who makes sure the insurance is up to date, the bills are paid, and the shelves are stocked. It was worth all of that and more for Dad when a young mother came to him for advice about a sick kid, or an emergency prescription needed to be filled and delivered after hours to a customer. My parents made the Broadway store a gathering spot for the friends and families of loved ones off serving in World War II. Dad knew his customers by name, and they relied on him as a family friend and a trusted and trustworthy professional. He taught us the importance of and value of listening instead of talking, building relationships with customers, suppliers, and colleagues, and working hard. He taught us that setting a high bar and getting a good education was worth the effort. His favorite line, as he made sure we were awake on days we didn't have school, was, "Do something constructive today." And he would expect a full report when we sat down to dinner at the end of the day, always a time for lively discussion. His was a life well lived. Thank you for allowing me to share a little of it with you today. So what's next? As I said earlier, your path to college was not traditional, but this graduating class understands adapting to change and preparing for opportunity. You've been living change your whole lives, and it's for sure this graduating class knows how to work hard, to be constructive. You have had to simultaneously balance personal commitments, financial responsibilities, and job expectations, all while becoming proficient in classes with daunting names like finite element analysis or microprocessor peripheral interfacing. You worked late nights, early mornings, and weekends. You studied in groups, you toiled alone, you spent hours in labs, you worked hard. So my advice to you as you graduate, continue to be curious. Listen more than you talk. Connect the dots. Say thank you. Be kind and decent. Be on time. Be bold. Be constructive. Be your best self. It will make a huge difference in your life and in the lives of others. Thank you again for the opportunity to join you today for this celebration of your success. Congratulations.
Thank you, Jenny, for being with us today and for those thoughtful remarks. I can certainly relate to your dad. I'm the runt of the litter in my house. I'm the last of 9, so I came pretty close. So thank you again for joining us and for all your guidance to Oregon Tech. On behalf of the graduating class, I would like to give you a small token of appreciation. So I'm going to get Tanner's attention as I give you this bag. I would now like to introduce Dr. Erin Foley, Vice President of Student Affairs and Dean of Students, who will recognize our Portland Metro Student Award winners who were recognized in a special ceremony a few days ago. Dr. Foley.
All right. All of the Portland Metro Campus Student Award winners were honored in a special ceremony on June 6th. But we also want to recognize you today. Outstanding scholars are students appointed by the department chair or program director who, in the opinion of the faculty, have demonstrated academic excellence in their major. Only one student may be appointed for any given program. Outstanding scholars are identified by a distinctive blue and gold cord worn today at commencement and have received a certificate recognizing their academic excellence. Will these students please stand and remain standing as I call your name? Now we're going to speed this up, so when I call their name, it's a single clap, right? You guys have to pay attention. So for example, we'll practice with me. Erin Foley. All right, you got it. Then we'll do a full round of applause for everybody. All right, so here we go. Applied Psychology, Timothy Perry. Good job. Somebody must not be here? No? Okay. Electrical engineering, Joseph Rappaport. Good job. Embedded systems engineering technology, Matthew Schacht. Renewable energy engineering, Elliot Weinberg. Software engineering technology, Patrick Carlson. Technology and management, Christy Kuhn. Please join me in recognizing all of our outstanding scholars. Congratulations. Oregon Tech Portland Metro campus has many exceptional students. The Student Awards Commission had a challenging time selecting this year's recipients, as each nominee is quite exceptional. The following awards were also presented at the awards reception on June 6th. Please stand when I call your name. Single clap. The University-wide Outstanding Community Service Award, Craig Cedros. Portland Metro Outstanding Community Service Award, Stephanie Jameson. Outstanding Student Involvement, Peggy Hawkins. Now this is rare. A university-wide Student Achievement Award and the Portland Metro Academic Achievement Award, Matthew Schacht. One more round of applause for these outstanding students. Congratulations. A tradition and very special part of the Portland Metro campus graduation is the time we set aside for a graduating student to comment and reflect on their academic experiences and time at Oregon Tech. As a non-traditional student, Peggy Hawkins' journey started in Southern Oregon. She was unexpectedly laid off from a medical office in the fall of 2012. The job market was highly competitive, and she was unable to get an interview for a similar position without a degree. Peggy enrolled at Rogue Community College, where she graduated with honors and provided the student commencement address. After earning an associate's degree, Peggy had her sights set on the Health Informatics program at Oregon Tech's Portland Metro campus. Peggy maintained strong academic standing and secured 2 summer internships in her field of study. Peggy has accepted a position with her second internship employer and will be starting a new full-time position with them following graduation. Peggy's contributions to the Oregon Tech community have made a positive impact that will benefit students for years to come. She began her student involvement as the media producer for Tech Talks, a student-run professional conference. Peggy has been an active member of the Society of Women Engineers and attended 3 national conferences with the organization. She has been an outstanding student government leader as the communications officer in 2016 and 17 and president for 2017-18. As a student government officer, Peggy has served on many university committees, including the Tuition Setting Committee. In addition, Peggy has represented Oregon Tech at the state capitol in Salem, where she met with legislators and testified at hearings to demonstrate the need for increased state funding for Oregon public universities. Peggy has benefited from the resources at Oregon Tech and believes in paying it forward to students that will come after she graduates today. Peggy is looking forward to starting her new adventure as a professional in the health informatics and will continue to stay with Oregon Tech. Please welcome me in joining Peggy Hawkins.
It's been an honor to have been the ASOIT president this year and had a lot of interesting experiences. One of the things we get as ASOIT officers is we get business cards, and not all the officers know quite what to do with this big stack of business cards, but I go to all these job fairs and events, as you heard, and I'm handing them out to people. And I was at one very busy event, and I handed my card to a gal, and she said, "Well, where are you from?" And I said, "I'm from Oregon Tech." And my card says president on it. And so she's like, "Oh, I know some people you need to meet." So she starts introducing me around the room as the president of Oregon Tech. Now, it was loud, so I really couldn't take the time to explain I'm a non-traditional student, I'm not the president of the whole school, but for that evening, I was the president of Oregon Tech. Just one evening. Anyway, you never know the power of a business card, you know, so. But it's important to advocate for yourself, whatever tools you might have as you move forward from today after your graduation. It's taken a lot of effort for us all to get here. Long nights of study, work groups that don't always work together, sometimes midnight Sunday deadlines, a personal favorite. This focus is sometimes so intense that we forget our families, our personal relationships, and I once wished my mom happy birthday 3 months too early. I was so wrapped up in school, and I called her and she didn't answer, so I sung happy birthday on her answering machine. And Mom's here today. Did you save that recording? Did you save it? No, it must not have been that good.
No.
Anyway, I encourage you to cherish your memories here at school also. We had the IEEE Tech Teardown blood drive. Some of you may have donated blood at. We've had gaming events, bowling events. But one of the most incredible things that we have happening right now is the RockSat-C program. We have 9 students in West Virginia right now. Some of them are graduates. That's why they're not here. And this program is in cooperation with NASA. They're sending a rocket into space with 7 student projects on board. And as a matter of fact, there's one member of that team that's here today. Is Caleb Ives here? Caleb? There you are. Stand up for a second. Of course, he's going to have to leave real soon so he can go support his team. But that project is so inspiring. I want to encourage you to be the inspiration as you walk forward from today. So one thing that I love to watch for inspiration is Anthony Bourdain's show, Destinations Unknown. He was in Armenia, and he was getting the Armenian perspective on education. They had a very turbulent history, not as privileged as we are here in the United States. And they invest most of their resources as a country in their education system. They aren't able to rebuild infrastructure or come up with great hospitals like we do here, but education is their primary focus. And they are becoming a technology innovator because of it. And Anthony asked one of the Armenian men, well, why do you invest so much? And his explanation was that in life, we can lose so many things. We can lose material things that wear out, riches can disappear, but we can always keep the most valuable thing, and that's our minds. No person can take that from us. We tell our students to treasure your knowledge and share it generously. So congratulations to all of you. I wish you the best in your next degree, your next job, or your next business, because you can be your own advocate. Remember those business cards? They're great. You can make the best of your memories now with your family and friends, and remembering Oregon Tech fondly. And you can be the inspiration because of the value you have achieved in contributing to your own minds. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Peggy, for those wonderful remarks. It was a delight to work closely with you last year. Obviously, you're leaving a great legacy behind, so thank you. Now, please join me in welcoming Dr. Gary Kuleck, Oregon Tech's Provost and Vice President for Academic Affairs, who will be presenting the Portland Metro graduates for 2018. Dr. Kuleck.
A good balmy afternoon. Will the faculty please rise? Will the graduating students please rise? Dr. Naganathan, these students who comprise the class of 2018 are candidates for the baccalaureate and master's degrees in their respective fields. Upon completion of the required curriculum, they are recommended by the faculty to receive their degrees.
Upon the recommendation of the faculty and by the authority vested in me by the State of Oregon and the trustees of the Oregon Institute of Technology, I do confer upon all of the qualified candidates for all baccalaureate and master degrees in the College of Engineering, Technology and Management and the College of Health, Arts and Sciences, including those in absentia, the degrees for which they have met the requirements. You are charged with the duties and responsibilities of the degree and granted the privileges and prerogatives appertaining thereto. Congratulations. You may now be seated. Provost Kuleck will now begin the awarding of degrees.
Will the first row of graduates please move to the side aisle? Remaining rows, please be seated. Reception line, please form. Presenting the graduates for the Bachelor of Science in Applied Psychology is Professor Maria Lynn Kessler.
The first graduate with Bachelor of Science in Applied Psychology, Jake Robert McLaughlin. Desiree Martinez.
Presenting the graduates for the Bachelor of Science in Echocardiography and Radiological Science is Professor Chelsea Gustafson.
Graduating with a Bachelor of Science in Echocardiography, Joanne Winters. Graduating with a Bachelor of Science in Radiologic Science, also graduating magna cum laude, Susan Patrick Sloter.
Presenting the graduates for the Bachelor of Science in Embedded Systems Engineering Technology is Professor Fong Nguyen.
Graduating with a Bachelor of Science in Embedded Systems Engineering Technology, also graduating summa cum laude with the Academic Achievement Award, and as an outstanding scholar, Matthew Shack.
Presenting the graduates for the Bachelor of Science in Software Electronics Engineering Technology is Professor Sherry Yang.
The first graduate in the Bachelor of Science, Software Engineering Technology, graduating magna cum laude, David Barnes. Jeremy Birinamine. Graduating magna cum laude, Eldred Brown. Graduating magna cum laude and as an outstanding scholar, Patrick J. Carlson. Joey Diaz. Graduating cum laude, Nicholas Griffin. Graduating summa cum laude, Pavel Ivanov. Graduating cum laude, Tana Lynn McClure. Keyul Patel. Jared James Sunquist. Zed Trzynski. Jeremy Wilson.
Presenting the graduates for the Bachelor of Science in Electrical Engineering and Electronics Engineering Technology is Professor Erin.
Graduating with the Bachelor of Science in Electrical Engineering, Hassan Alimadi Al-Sharawi. Andrew Bingham. Graduating cum laude, Vance Bolding. Graduating summa cum laude, Matthew Burke. Christopher Easton. Justin Fleming. Graduating with a Bachelor of Science in Electrical Engineering, also with a dual degree in Systems Engineering and Technical Management, Austin E. Hinman. Mohammed Hassan Hussein. Caleb Donald Ives. Pavel Leonchik. Graduating summa cum laude, Sofia Meyitsky. Graduating summa cum laude and as an outstanding scholar, Joseph Rappaport. Chad Rasmussen. Rolando Sanchez Jimenez. Graduating cum laude, Bogdan Sadik. Graduating magna cum laude, Jordan Spangler. Graduating magna cum laude, Elizabeth Ann Thurman. Graduating with a Bachelor in Electrical Engineering, also with a dual degree in Optical Engineering, and graduating magna cum laude, Arlette O. Valencia. Graduating with a Bachelor of Science in Electronics Engineering Technology, Ian Gordon.
Presenting the graduates for the Master of Science in Renewable Energy Engineering is Professor Hope Corsair.
The first graduate was a Master of Science in Renewable Energy Engineering, also graduating with a Bachelor of Science in Electrical Engineering, Joshua Adams. Also, with a Master of Science in Renewable Energy Engineering, a Bachelor of Science in Renewable Energy Engineering, and also graduating magna cum laude, Nicholas Brynjolf Babcock. The next Master of Science in Renewable Energy Engineering, Andrew Bowles. Also Matthias Dean Carpenter. Next we have Michael G. McGee. And finally, with a Master of Science in Renewable Energy Engineering, also with the Outstanding Graduate Student Achievement Award, Shelley Whitlock.
Presenting the graduates for the Bachelor of Science in Renewable Energy Engineering is Professor Kishome Jiru.
The first graduate with a Bachelor of Science in Renewable Energy Engineering, Cameron Bryn. Next, also graduating with a dual degree, Bachelor of Science in Electrical Engineering, Mickey Cassidy. Joshua Chandler. Garrett Ansley. Graduating cum laude, Christopher Brennan Post. Austin Tanzer. Graduating with a Bachelor of Science in Renewable Energy Engineering, also with a dual degree, Bachelor of Science in Electrical Engineering, graduating magna cum laude, and as an outstanding scholar, Elliot Weinberg. Mariah Wills. Also graduating with a dual degree, Bachelor of Science Electrical Engineering, Thomas J. Wright.
Presenting the graduates with the Bachelor of Science degrees in Information Technology and Information Technology Applications Development option is Professor Chris Rosenberg.
The first graduate with a Bachelor of Science in Information Technology, graduating cum laude, Randall Porter. Graduating magna cum laude, Johnny Robertson. Brandon Rouge. Leslie Sloan.
Way to go, Leslie!
David Robert Crusoe. Michael Aaron Waxman. Graduating magna cum laude, Zoe Winter. The first graduate in the Bachelor of Science Information Technology Applications Development, graduating cum laude, Hui Lee. Graduating summa cum laude, Jordan Lomax. Graduating cum laude, Brandon Peterson. Eric Woods.
Presenting the graduates for the Bachelor of Science in Information Technology, Health Informatics option is Professor Lindy Stewart.
The first graduate with the Bachelor of Science in Health Informatics, graduating magna cum laude with the Outstanding Non-Traditional Student and with the Outstanding Student Involvement Award, Peggy Hawkins. Graduating summa cum laude, Mark Ersfeld. The graduate in the Bachelor of Science Information Technology, Health Informatics, Heidi DeGarmo.
Presenting the graduates for the Bachelor of Science in Healthcare Management, Clinical Management option, the Bachelor of Science in Operations Management, and the Bachelor of Applied Science in Technology and Management is Professor Maureen Savigny.
The first graduate with a Bachelor of Science in Operations Management, Sarah Lower. Christopher Taylor. Bernadette Tomarzalian. The first graduate with a Bachelor of Applied Science in Technology and Management, graduating cum laude, Nicholas Bredlow. Gavin Curtis. Eric Douglas Goodwin. Graduating summa cum laude and as an outstanding scholar, Christy Brooke Kuhn. Graduating cum laude, Rick Tiska.
Presenting the graduates for the Bachelor of Science degrees in Mechanical Engineering and Mechanical Engineering Technology is Professor Wang Ping Sun.
The graduate with the Bachelor of Science in Mechanical Engineering, Erin Smith. The first graduate with the Bachelor of Science in Mechanical Engineering Technology, Saad Almanea. Ricardo Baptiste. Tyler Marsh. Also graduating with a dual degree, Bachelor of Science in Manufacturing Engineering Technology, Trung Nguyen.
Would all the graduates now please rise? Now I'm going to request you to turn and face the audience. So class of 2018, please move your tassels from to the left side of your cap, signifying your graduation from Oregon Institute of Technology. Congratulations. Please be seated. Congratulations again, graduates. You now join the ranks of thousands of Oregon Tech alumni who serve our global, regional, and local communities. I would like to take a moment now to recognize all of the important people here today that form the family support system. Without them, the attainment of a degree would be more difficult. So, to those who contribute to that support system, let me say thank you. That includes parents, grandparents, spouses, partners. Thank you for believing in your graduate. Sisters, brothers, children, grandchildren. Without you, it may not have been possible. Friends, mentors, and loved ones, thank you for your encouragement. on behalf of all of my colleagues, a very happy Father's Day to all of the fathers here today. I know your son or daughter graduating today is by itself a big gift and makes this day even more memorable. Thanks for spending part of this special day with us. So please join me in a round of applause for the families now. There's a small check making sure everybody is not dozing off in this nice breeze now. So to those I have just named as graduates, let's bring the house down with a final round of applause.
Peggy!